7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You'll never have the sacred stone.
Oh, this you crazy mother.
Man, oh man, it's, what is it? It's Wednesday night. That can only mean one thing, John. It's We Be Tailin'. I'm Captain Eric Hasty, and this is, we're going to have a good show for you tonight, but we're damn sure going to try anyway. We normally do. Try. We try real hard.
Try something.
We try really hard to bring you quality
try something.
fishing entertainment.
Yep.
Entertainment.
Or just bull S.
Mint, maybe. Maybe we give them the mint at best. I don't.
We give them something.
Tonight's show, as usual, we're shooting live inside the super secret studio here in the bunker. We got some Blackwater Fishing Club news, Captain's Corner, Captain's Cove tip of the week. We got some spotted by. We got a meme added to the collection there. And then tonight's topic, where to fish.
I found him.
Today?
I found him. I didn't even go fishing.
Wow. Where
Yep.
were you looking?
Publix. The glass case. Dude, they had
Plenty.
10 different kinds of fish.
Wow, 10.
And they were out of season. Pissed me off.
Grouper in there?
They had grouper and red snapper, and I was like,
What?
well, how?
What?
Well, how? And it said fresh. There's no way it can be fresh.
Mm.
How can it be fresh? Fresh frozen.
I don't know. Commercial.
Commercial. Bull.
Commercial.
If we can't fish, they can't fish.
This is not true.
I don't care. I don't like the rules.
I don't care for the rules either.
The rules suck.
Hopefully, Trump is going to change that with the new Gulf of
Hey,
America.
now, let me-
It's official.
It's
It's on the
changed.
maps now.
Okay, so if I was to go out fishing in the Gulf of America, there is no limits in the Gulf of America. It strictly says the Gulf of Mexico on the freaking thing. Now, could it be fought? That's a tough one. Literally, if you brought it
do
in
not
front of
take
a
information
judge,
you take from this show as legal advice.
but think about
we
it,
are
though.
not lawyers, and
I
we are
know,
not getting you in trouble.
But think about it.
Stupid is as stupid does. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. You go keep fish you're not supposed to, go directly to jail. You can play stupid all you want. This is Gulf America! Yeah, you're going to jail.
You're going to Yale?
You're going to Yale.
I hate Yale.
Yeah,
Yale's a bad place.
Wouldn't know. I've only sat in the back of the cars. I hadn't got toted all the way in.
I didn't.
So-
I almost made it to the jail cell. I was really close. It was right over
was-
there.
you were right
and
there.
somebody broke the law worse than us, and they kicked us out. They were like, you guys got to go. We're going to kill these guys.
I'm finishing up the rest of my brown North Carolina water right there,
Oh,
John.
yeah,
Yeah,
brown water.
that's the last of it.
So that was part of the storm water you're drinking?
That was part of the
part of the storm water? That's is that the drain water you're drinking?
They always
Oh,
tell me everything's better up there because of the water. I don't know.
It depends on where you got that water from.
North Carolina?
Oh, boy. North Carolina.
All right.
North Carolina.
Let's see if we got anybody watching.
Denise
Looks
won
like-
back again.
looks
She's
like
not playing.
She took the crown back. Yep. Chris says, good job. See, that's our tailors right there, always fighting for one another. Dale says, no one ever calls me out. I'm always a bridesmaid, never a bride. I said, we'll call you out, Dale. You were in front of Crumps. Bonnie's on. Happy Wednesday. Doug is there. Thomas, what's happening, buddy? Christy's there from wet and cold North Carolina.
So she's
I
getting
imagine.
the fresh
Yep.
water coming down.
Carrie's on. Tyler, what's up, Taylors? Chris just about missed it. What? North Carolina water's
It is
great, nice and
Yeah,
cold.
It is.
Yep,
They
yep.
have clean water up there, no doubt.
Jessica's on. Dale's doing a margarita check. Yep. You got to get some of that severe evil water? Severe ill water? What does
Evil,
that say, John?
severe evil. Is that like?
Yeah, I don't know.
Is that like that stuff in a can?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. They got some crazy stuff in a can you can go buy,
don't know.
but it's just water.
Chris might be into some of that severe evil water.
He might be into
already.
that stuff. Yeah. He know not what he say.
Thomas says James is there too. Hey, James, what's up, little buddy?
Mhm.
All right, so looks like yeah, we got about 2-3 people watching.
Yep,
you know,
cool.
yep. Our numbers are going up, John.
Growing up. They're going up. Moving on up.
No, we're getting there. The numbers are
They're
going up.
climbing.
We got a few more than 2 or 3.
Yeah.
I guess people have been busy on Wednesday nights.
That's right. They found other stuff to do.
We're just not appealing as we used to be, John.
Well, we can fix that.
Can we?
Yeah.
How can we fix it, John?
I'll come in a thong. And
I said
think
we
that
wanted
will
to be
bring 'em in.
appealing.
That'll bring them in. I'm telling you.
If
That's
and
gonna
you
bring 'em in.
say so.
That's
Yeah.
going to bring them in. I'm telling
The
you.
chum? Is that bringing in the chum?
That'll bring it'll chum up. It'll chum up something. They may chum. I don't know.
Oof. I don't know. Yeah, there. You heard it here first, boys and girls. Well, John, let's get into it here. Blackwater Fishing Club. Let me find the right button for that. I think I got a
His
button
birthday
right there.
is tomorrow. He's 6.
Oh, wow. The big 6. That's what I'm talking about. Blackwater Fishing Club. They had their meeting last week and the tournament, John. Let's take a look at the winners right here. Looks like we had Kim with the first place red, followed up Mike with the second place red, and Dale got the first place trout, and Chris got the second place trout. So there you go. Good looking fish right there. Maybe some of that got saved for the upcoming party on the 23rd. Yeah, the Blackwater Fishing Club.
Grunts are us, I hear.
If you have not, gone to any of the meetings, you're thinking about going, now is the
fun.
time to sign up. It's getting ready to start the start of the new year. I guess next month will be the start of Fisherman of the Year again, or Angler of the Year. They'll be announcing this year's, or I guess last season's winner at the meeting.
Yep,
So
there's a
that's
new one.
at the party. So that's going to be lots of fun. So
Yep.
I think well, I know I'm going to be there. I'm
Yep,
going to be
you're
spinning
hired.
tunes. So
You're hired.
I will be there. Will you be
You
there,
have to
John?
be there.
Or will
Yes, I'm going.
You're going? All
I'm
right.
going.
Good deal. Nice. Good deal. Always a good time. First Thursday of the month, you have a meeting upstairs at the Blackwater. Starts at 7. Generally have a good speaker. Then they talk about the tournament and all the rules and what they're fishing for. And then you have the tournament on Saturday.
And
Come
then
back, clean the fish. They cook the fish for you right there at the Blackwater. If you're part of the tournament, you get to eat for free. I think if you bring your family members in or whatever,
Cost
it's
a
just a
little
couple
bit.
bucks. Yeah, it's no big deal. No big deal. Lots of fun. All right, John. So we got kind of turned upside down today. We were supposed to have the one, the only, Lisa Fitzgerald of the CCA was going to be on with us remotely tonight. Unfortunately, Lisa's got the, call it the John crud, I
the
guess.
flu A.
Yeah, did you go see her while you were sick?
No,
No.
wasn't me.
It wasn't you.
Wasn't me.
She is very much under the water. Had to cancel. She had speaking engagements tonight as well, and had to cancel that. So we wish her the best. Hope she gets to feeling better. But we still are going to hook her up. We're going to talk about the Star Award ceremony coming up here in Crystal River on the 22nd. You and I will be in Panama City Beach,
Oh, I'd have been going
fishing.
to it,
Yeah,
'cause
fishing
I
the
had
tournament.
tickets
Yep.
to go to that.
Yep. Yeah, she was
Bummer.
hooking us up. Yeah. And there's a little bit of information on it right there. We've had that up the last few days. So if you guys haven't seen that, that's what it's all about right there. Always fun to go. They have a lot. And when I say a lot, they've got a lot of raffle items, giveaways, things like that. Some good speakers. It's a good time. You get to see just about all the local official people, there. It's just a good reunion, John. Good reunion.
It is. There's
It's
a lot
good
of
to
people
get
show up
back.
for those.
It's good to get back with
Yep.
people. But yeah, she was going to be our very first virtual remote guest. And I
She
spent
gets
the
to do
week figuring out how to do it. And
Well,
we finally
maybe
got
I
it
didn't give
figured
it to
out.
her when you put me
Yeah.
on virtual. I was the first person on virtual, and you put me on there. Maybe I gave it to her then. I don't know.
Yeah.
That could have been it.
She caught it virtually.
Virtually.
The
Virtual flu.
the John flew away virtually. but either way, we wish her the quickest of recoveries, because that crap, from what you say, is,
I'm still I can't.
it's pretty bad.
I can't kick it. I can't kick it.
So I would tell you,
It's awful.
with the amount of pollen that is falling right now, not only are you down with allergies if you're allergic to Florida, like I'm a Florida native, but this oak or pollen, pine, whatever it is, it kills me. My truck's covered in it every morning. I walk out and it's covered. That's what I'm breathing. It hurts my feelings, John. I know I'm not sick. I know it's just allergies, but man, it is miserable. But my resourcefulness is not going to waste, John. The individual that pretty much, what would be the word that I'm looking for, sparked the idea of us having remote guests on was Chris of the Florida Redfish series. When we were eating dinner that night, he says, "When are you gonna have us on the show?" And I was like, what? Said, I don't think you want to drive all the way, because they live up in the Panhandle. I said, I don't think you're coming to the bunker. 30 minutes You're not coming to the bunker for the show. Like, no. Yeah, you guys, could do it like that. And I was like, well, we probably can. We just really didn't think about it much. My truck is turned green. Oh, damn. Oh, that's horrible. Yeah, but I feel you. I feel you. So it only seems right, being as we couldn't get Lisa to be our first guest with her illness. We're going to have Chris Harwood on, the head of the Florida Redfish series. He's going to be on next week. It's our first remote guest. He's going to talk about the Florida Redfish series, and John and I are hoping to eventually, have our name, right there on that check someday.
I want that.
Yeah, I want that. I want that big check.
I want that big check.
Yeah.
I want that Happy Gilmore check. So if I can get a Gilmore check, man, I don't want the cash. I just want a Gilmore check.
So we're going to have Chris on next week, Wednesday night. We'll probably try to get him on early in the show so we can let him go about his Wednesday night doings. But it'll be it's the Wednesday before the Panama City tournament. So it all kind of coincides. It comes together and it works nice and it melds. And
nice.
It's like it was meant to be, John, So yeah, so that'll be good. It's still early enough. If you had any interest in getting into the series, it's still early enough to get in and do well in the series if you wanted to fish them all, or even just fish a few of them, because last year we didn't do so well for the first tournament. So if you missed one, you could still do well, because we ended up in 13th, I think, for the last year's, for team of the year, though, whatever the case might be. So, just because you missed one doesn't mean you're out of it yet. Is this bribery? I don't know. Did we miss a comment? I don't know.
Somebody is bribing somebody.
I need to be bribed. Yeah. I need the money.
The bribery.
Show me the money.
It costs you $8.95 to get bribed.
Yeah. That's funny. But yeah, no. So next, like I said, that'll be cool. We'll have Chris on next week, and save up your questions. You guys got any questions about that series? You'll be able to ask the main individual himself right there. Which you just can't shake a stick at that. Next on my list, John. It's kind of I'm looking for your feedback, and not necessarily your feedback. Your feedback. I want to know if anybody is using this product yet, and if it's worth swapping when you already have a lot of money invested in another venture. Is it worth swapping over to this venture? Do you have any idea what I'm talking about, John?
Product.
Mm-hmm.
You want to switch from one venture to another venture?
Mm-hmm. So you got a whole lot of money tied up in something over here, but something new and shiny came out, and it's over here. But to make new and shiny work, you just can't buy that product. You got to buy other things to make that product work, when you already have all your money tied up onto your one that you have. What do you think?
Got me. I'm confused. Confused to say I know not what the hell you're talking about.
So, Humminbird launched this Coastmaster Florida Premium V2 chip that, obviously runs with Humminbird. And apparently it is supposed to blow the Florida Marine Track chip out of the water.
Really?
Supposedly.
So they went out and they said, we're going to do our own format. And they tracked like Florida Marine Tracks did. And they sent out people. And now they have their own chip.
I don't know how they did it. I don't know if it's as good as they said it is. And that's why I'm opening discussion right here. Because most of us have a lot of money tied up in running Lowrance or Simrad or whatever, so we can run for the main reason of running the Florida Marine Track chip.
Mm-hmm.
Is the Humminbird version good enough to make you go buy the chip, buy a whole new unit? You know what I'm saying? So I mean, it's a big, it's a huge investment. Mm-hmm. So if you're already in the Florida Redfish here, or not Florida Redfish, if you're in the Florida Marine Track series, not series, but I mean, if you're already on that line, you've got all your equipment that runs that, you do all that good stuff.
Chip's not going to do any good if it's a Humminbird chip. You got to have a Humminbird unit.
Well, I assume so. Yeah. So I mean, has anybody experienced this yet? I know I saw James Kerr made a post about it the other day that he was running it and he's really happy with it. But I mean, some of these folks might be singing the blues, not singing the blues, but singing it up, to get it out there in the market. I don't know. So I'm just opening it up to you guys. Have you seen it? What do you think?
So James Kerr has it.
James Kerr's using it. Yeah, he's using it right now. Yeah.
Okay. Very interesting. Is it an expensive chip?
It's about the same as the Florida Marine Track chip. It's in the $600 range.
$600.
Florida Marine Track chip. You hadn't priced one in a while. It's in the $600
I paid $400 for mine.
Yeah. So they have evolved. Inflation caught up the Florida Marine Track.
Wow.
So you're looking at, and to think that Humminbird had less expensive units. Oh no, I priced them out today. They're all in that same. Yeah. They all cost the same nowadays. It's just you got to pick a brand and go to it. But, Chris Denise got it, not me. I don't know what they're.
Oh, his job.
So Chris is going to talk to Frost about this. So Frost, I guess being in the industry, he works for a marine. Noble's Marine, I guess. He's been seeing it, maybe been using it, and he was kind of talking highly about it. So, like I said, I just didn't know if anybody out there had it yet. Humminbird has great side scan.
They do have a great side scan. I love their side scan.
So the question boils down to, is the product good enough to go spend another $2,200 to $2,500.
Yeah.
That's what I'm asking. If you're already set up in the Florida Marine Tracks universe, which I would guess most of us are, is it worth going and spending that money? That's what I want to know. And if anybody had any input, on that, I don't know. Like I said, that's just wanted to open that conversation up to see if anybody out there was using that. And I think you would have commented by now if you were like, "Ooh, I have it."
So, they must not have it.
Yeah. So again,
this is fairly new, correct?
Relatively, yep. So I think I saw James post last week about it, and then I think I saw Frost had a post or something about it this morning, which made me look, and it was like, okay, let me look into this, and then it's like, okay, if it's just as good or if it's better, is it still worth spending to change, everything over to that?
Well, I don't know. Because he's got a Helix, so he would just have to buy the chip.
Yeah. So.
If it's compatible with the Helix, what is it compatible with?
Yeah.
Because the same for Florida Marine Tracks, it works on certain things and not other things, or it runs but not as good. Is it gonna, boom, or is it just gonna go boom?
Yeah. Well, I mean,
or your lower unit gonna go boom.
At the end of the day, if it's just as good as Florida Marine Tracks, I can't see spending the money.
Yeah,
there's other things that, but if it's better, How much better? Is it my all new stuff better?
Does it show you offshore bottom too? I mean, how far do they go out? Does it go?
Yeah, I think it's
Coast.
Relatively, going to be the coastal stuff. Very similar. Buy a Simrad. There you go. Be like Tyler. Buy Simrad. So, I think
buy Tyler's boat and get all his marks on there.
Oh, speaking of which, Tyler, did you get any hits on your boat? That I know you were talking about it being
in
for
my
sale.
driveway.
Oh, you got a good hit.
It's in my driveway. He doesn't know that I stole it last night, but it's in my driveway.
Yeah. I have questions for sure. All right. Well, yeah, Chris, well, keep us informed, Chris, in the future. Because again, like I said, being as we're not getting a lot of response on this, it's so new, maybe you guys haven't even heard about it yet. But yeah, there is something new out there. And then again, this was it here. Let me bring that back up. So it's the Humminbird Coastmaster V2. Premium V2. So apparently they had something out. They had the V1 and it has been out for a little bit. Oh. But then they came out with the V2, and the V2 has a bunch of updates, I guess. And it has, I guess, lines or paths that go more backcountry, say, than the Florida Marine Tracks does.
Okay, so they have more lines.
So it it's giving you more paths, more chances for you to screw stuff up.
Yeah, see, Tyler ain't selling that boat. I knew he wouldn't. Yeah. You could only entertain when you actually take it back out and use it again. You're like, yeah, this is not happening. Yeah. I knew Tyler was no way that baby was going anywhere.
So yeah, when you it's great when you have the one boat that you think is going to do it all.
Yeah,
I made that same mistake. I mean, when I first moved to this area, I bought the Bay Boat, the Sea Hunt Bay Boat 25, the BR 25, I think. Beautiful boat. Bought it brand new, took it off from the dealership, brought it here, put it in the water. Loved that boat. It was too nice to take too shallow. And it wasn't quite big enough to run offshore as I wanted, so I ended up selling that boat, then got into 2 boats, then 3 boats, and, so it didn't take long before, realize that just having that one boat when you do a multitude of different things just doesn't work out. Yeah. So Tyler is still saying Florida Marine Track ship is the best. All right. Well, we got some opinions out there.
Tyler's name is Simrad, so what do you think he's going to say?
Oh, well,
that's Tyler Simrad Jacobs.
So like I said, the more we find out about it, the more we'll try to bring you some information on it. But again, I mean, we're so heavily loaded on Florida Marine Tracks, Chip, that I can't see switching anytime soon. When there's other things to buy. I need to buy a new unit. My Lowrance Carbon 12 has seen better days.
Ugh.
It is.
It doesn't take them long to see better days.
No. Salt water and electronics.
2 years, they're done.
Yeah, they don't like each other.
They got them down pat to where they break in 2 years anyway. So
yeah, there you go. So
they know what they're doing.
So John, if you want to get out there and get on them red grouper while it lasts, God knows how long they'll keep red grouper open. I've got people already asking me, will red grouper be open the same time as red snapper? And I can't answer that. No. I could tell them probably not, but we just don't know. But if you want to get out there right now and get on them, Lickety Split with Shasty McNasty Fishing Charters will get you on them, John.
They're not going to coincide any seasons together now.
Yeah. Doug likes his FMT. Yeah, there we go. Yeah.
Plus, you're going to have to learn a whole operating system. If you haven't been using a Humminbird, it's a little different.
Yeah.
If you're used to FMT and you're looking at a different layout, you're going to have to learn the whole thing.
Yeah, well, you can teach old dogs new tricks. I think I've heard that before. You need a knob, Eric. Easy, Dale. An Evo 4. So the thing is, if I buy an Evo 4, I've got to go buy a new Florida Marine Track chip because the chip that I have now won't work in it.
Yeah.
So I mean, if I did that, I'd have to be in the realm of, maybe I need to look at the other one, so I don't know, Caught an 18-inch spread on the jig this weekend.
So close to being a keeper.
Yep. And when he says the jig, I think he's referring to that Karrie's custom rod jigs. I don't even know. Do I still have? Oh, look at that.
There's one left.
One of them right there, John.
Yeah.
Ooh,
That's a Cobia.
you can't have that one.
Cobia catching machine there.
You can't have that one. That's locked up.
Cobia catching machine.
Yep. John, we've been doing a little bit of music bingo action there. We've got, nights at the Nature Coast Bar and Grill in Homosassa. We got the Bowie Bar in Inglis. We got Cedar River Seafood in Crystal River, which will be at tomorrow night.
I'll be there.
If you haven't been over to one of those yet, you need to get over, just to come see, have some fun.
Yeah.
We had last night at Nature Coast in Homosassa, our record number to date. We had 44 people playing.
Yeah.
And there was, that was still, the place was packed. So you had 44 people playing, but then you had like the husband with the wife that was kind of helping her out or vice versa, whatever. Not everybody was in. So, I mean, if everybody was in, it would have been huge. But 44 people, that was a good number. Yeah.
We didn't even have a place. Me and my girl didn't even have a place to sit down. My girl takes this guy out and friggin' we take his table. It's like, wow, it's insane.
Yeah. Caught more big gags on it as well. Hit something high in the water column too, but it came off. Could have been a cobia. Could have been a cobia. Could have been a king. Yep. Because all
Spanish mackerel.
All that is starting to come back out and play a little bit.
It's going to be. It's only a matter of time now. Our fish are starting to show up. They're coming big time.
Yeah,
we're going to have a good year.
Yeah, I like the optimism.
Can't keep nothing.
They're swimming in the Gulf of America.
That's right.
Now. So I mean, they feel a little more.
They came back home.
They feel a little more patriotic.
I'm coming home.
Yeah. Damn, John, you still.
This stuff is awful.
Yeah, keep that stuff to yourself. Keep it in the Coke bottle.
I'm not what you would call, what is it?
HIV positive.
I'm not giving this. Yeah, it's old now.
You're taking. Yeah. Okay, you're a taker, not a giver. Mm-hmm. You got it. There you go.
I'm a carrier.
Yeah. Alrighty, John. It's time for that Captain's Cove tip of the week.
Tip of the week. Who's doing it? Jim?
Not Jim this week. He was there, but it's like, no,
not me. Not my time.
We get to see Andrew, and Andrew does have a point here.
Uh-oh.
Hey guys, it's Captain Andrew Fagan here at Captain's Cove. Tip of the week is trying to stay dry in the fog. I have one of these little $30 rain suits on there. It's got the pants and the jacket, right around $30. They're lightweight and they pack away nice and easy. That is your tip of the week.
So I can attest that I don't even remember what day that was. Was it Friday? Yeah, it was Friday. That fog was so thick, even in the jacket and bibs, because it doesn't wash off it because it's not rain. It sticks and it absorbed through the rain suit and got wet. So I was wet and cold on Friday all day long. The fog did not go away. It didn't go anywhere.
Thick stuff.
It was out there.
FMT for the fog, yeah.
So, but FMT doesn't work when you're kind of going out a little bit. Sock, what's up, buddy?
Oh, look at there, Socrates.
That fog was so thick. We never got a break. It never opened up for us at all. Everywhere we tried to run, it was thick. I was running in areas that normally wouldn't be boats. So, I was running 30 and I said, you know what? I'm going to pull it back a little bit. And I was like, I want to give myself a little bit of a turn, just in case, even though I knew I was running in an area that there shouldn't have been. And then even on the way back in, instead of running in the barge canal coming back in, we were running on the outskirts of the barge canal, just so we wouldn't run into anybody in the canal or, the markers or whatever. And we got into about Dead Man Key. Got into the channel and then cut across John's Pass into the river, but it was foggy until we got to the ramp. It was ridiculous.
Socrates may have seen the Helix Humminbird V2 chip. Socrates, you run FMT or the V2 Humminbird chip? Just a question we were talking about earlier.
We were talking about that earlier, and seeing if it was worth, if it's good enough to swap from the Florida Marine Track
Tracks
ship.
over
That's
to
all.
the Humminbird V2.
Yeah. Chris, thanks for getting the boat with James. There we go. Oh, yeah. Jessica picked up a micro draft skiff. Yeah. So Hummingbird's new chip is just as good as FMT.
So he knew.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
So just as good isn't enough for me to
switch.
Sell, or not sell, but, go buy a new Hummingbird and a new chip and, all that good stuff. So even a little bit better probably wouldn't be enough for me to go spend the money. If it was a lot better, now you could think about it. But again, everybody's going to have their own opinions, and only time's going to tell on this because I guess it's still relatively new. So
those micro draft boats are pretty interesting that Jessica has picked up. I think she's going to enjoy that boat.
Yeah, well, I think you could ask Sock about that.
He's got one.
Yeah.
they copy tracks. Oh, I figured. You know what? Oh, man.
And I will tell you, and he mentions it right there, that got great satellite view. I use the satellite view way more than I use the tracks. I rarely am on an FMT track. I mean, if it's somewhere that I'm not familiar with, whatever, I keep to the track. But most of the time, I'm just using the satellite bottom, view, and I know that, I should be good looking at the bottom.
Yeah.
So I don't know what the
4,200 shit gas is high.
Oh, so I guess he charged her a lot to go get that boat. That boat should be light. It probably didn't take much to pull it, unless you travel far.
They're lightweight boats, unless it was a long way.
So that's a much older model. So that's when he was piecing them together. That boat wasn't made in a mold yet. So that that's been a great. Oh, they do get shallow. They get real shallow. They don't need a whole lot of horsepower.
They don't need much horsepower. 115 on the back is about all they need.
They don't like a lot of chop. I'll give you that.
Nope. They like the back country.
I've been with Denzel and his as well, and it's all good until it gets a little choppy.
bouncy.
So, but yeah, they will get shallow. Jessica, that boat will probably work out perfect for what you got.
Yeah, for where they fish at. Perfect.
Go. Yeah,
perfect. Perfect boat for them.
All right, so where did that put it? That was Captain's Cove tip of the week. It's, with that going on, Captain's Cove has got that sheep's head contest that everybody knows the rules by now. But let's take a look at the winning board. John, who's on the board right now? We've got Scott with a 6.9. We got Emily in second with a 6.07. And we got Wiggly Dick at 533. He assures me that is.
That's his name.
So
if my daddy or mama named me Wiggly Dick, we were going to have a problem because I changed that shit. I ain't going to go through school being Wiggly Dick.
Yeah, it apparently is a Katie Joe client, so that is.
I'm not happy with my parents calling me Wiggly Dick. I mean, what in the world, would cause them to name that poor kid that?
I never had a boat slide on a trailer like this one. I can't even imagine driving it. So you mean you got to strap it to the trailer? Is that what you're saying?
No, she's talking about on a turn. Yeah.
I know that's what he was talking about, driving it on a turn. I'm talking, as far as him putting it on the trailer. Yeah, you're going to have to strap it down.
Oh, yeah.
Well, of course she broke that Cabo. Cabos are crap.
Cabo in half. Breaking a Cabo in half has to be a big damn gag.
Yeah.
I mean, they're still pretty good to break a Cabo in half.
Cabos are good like the first 2 or 3 times you use them, and then they just don't last.
You're talking about the reel or the rod? He's talking about the rod.
Oh, I'm talking about a reel.
No, reel.
Reel. Okay.
No, rods are fine.
Sorry, I thought it was
no Cabo. He broke a reel? I don't know.
I'm saying Cabo reel. I don't know. Maybe he can elaborate. Yeah, but no, a Cabo reel is crap. They've got good drag, but God, they're crap. I guess the price is right, but
it is like driving an airboat. Yep, it is. You slide.
Well, if you don't know how to drive a flats boat,
you gotta
learn. John has a hard time driving my boat.
Yeah. Yeah.
John can't put my boat on the trailer.
Nope. It's a rail. Like, man, you got to aim for something over there to hit it over here. I'm like, this boat is freaking nuts.
Flats boats, you drive with the back of the boat. You kind of don't point them where you're supposed to. You drive with the back.
You drive with the back of the boat, man. I'm gonna back the boat on the trailer.
Oh my goodness, yeah, it's yeah, that's funny. But yeah, there's a skill. You know, people always say, "Oh, does the boat slide?" Does
He broke the reel. A Cabo 80 reel. Damn.
See, I knew what he was talking about.
Break a reel in half.
Because they're poop.
They're not that bad.
I got 4 in a box out there. I'll give you, John.
Really?
Yep.
Cabos.
They need to be fixed one way or another.
I'll
give them to you.
Brand new Cabos in a box. I'll take them.
No, if I had 4 brand, I'd be selling them to poor chump, I guess. I don't know. But people, I mean, like I said, the Cabo does have really good drag.
Yeah, they got great drag.
But the bail is crap.
They're heavy.
They're not heavy enough, I guess.
I don't know, but they're pretty heavy though. That's kind of weird.
The price is right on them. Mm-hmm. At the end of the day, that's what it boils down to. And if that's what you could afford, that's what you go with, because it does have good drag and it works for a little bit, you know. But yeah, Thomas, I hate that happened for you there, buddy. Yeah. Oh, you bought it from John for $25.
See, I gave him a deal. I gave him a damn deal. It's not like I overpriced it.
John, I can't believe you sold him your trash. That's horrible.
Hey, $25 for a Cabo 80? That's not bad. I caught plenty of fish on it.
Yep. You wore out the goodness.
Yes. What should I replace it with? Find another $25 reel. It's hard to do, Thomas.
Yeah. That's everybody's going to tell you, oh, you got to get a twin power. No, don't spend your money.
That's a lot of money.
You know,
that's a lot of money.
Get your Shimano Sargosa, and even when I had a lot of money, I didn't buy anything more than that.
They're still $299 though.
Yeah, but it works.
Well, they do work.
I've got ones I've had for years, and there's not a problem with them. You know, that's buy it once. You know, don't keep buying cheap and buying it over and over again. You know, so you end up spending more money in the long run. But yeah, all right, John, moving right along here. Let's see. It's explain to everybody what a captain's corner is, in case we've got anybody out here.
Captain's corner is you film your phone this way, and when you're the captain of the boat there, and you got your lovely wife or girlfriend up there on the front of the boat, and she's reeling in this big darn redfish, and you're like, well, let me film that. Oh man, look at that big old fish, because everybody wants to see what you've done, you know, and cussed and yelled and hollered and hooted. And then you take that little video and you send it to Eric, and Eric makes you famous on We Be Tailing on the YouTube.
I don't know. We just basically looking for a fishing report. But if you want to show us catching fish, that's good too.
That's what they're doing.
We want to know where kind of the area.
No, I want your
Crystal River. Well, John wants your
what
numbers,
you calling it out? Yeah.
But kind of what kind of bait you were using? You know, basic. You know, a fishing report. Send us a fishing report. You're the captain of your own vessel.
Right. Talk about it.
And
tell us about
it. We got Jessica does a real good job with this, and she went out with Joe and his son.
Q8. Yeah, she was Q8.
With Q8, and they went out, had a real good time. Let's see what they did here.
Captain's Corner today, using my Q8. I'm out here today with Joe and his son Nate. They have caught snooks and redfish. It has been a nice day. Water's been coming in now for about 2 hours. Tight lines, buy some Q8.
Now, when I had seen pictures that were posted, I immediately called Joe and I said, Joe, you took your boat to Chaz? Because
good thing they had Jessica to show them around.
That boat that they're in is like a twin V. It's a twin V style boat in the 22 foot range, something like that. You know, so I was like, you took that to the Chaz?
Yeah, at least Jessica knows what she's doing.
Yeah. So he said at one point or another, poor Nate had to get out of the boat.
Pushing. So, that's okay. Long as you don't damage lower units, you're okay. Pushing's fine.
But yeah, in talking with Joe, and this will kind of lead into, you know, where are the fish at, which will be our topic. Maybe I'll save it for that. But our topic a little bit here is, you know, where are the fish at? We'll give you some.
Does Q8 have a centipede?
Centipede?
A centipede.
No.
I want a centipede.
They have the worm, which you could, shape that worm into, just about anything you want.
No, I want a centipede. I want a thick. I want a bait about that long, and I want the legs all the way up and down.
Mm-hmm.
I want a centipede.
Okay.
And I want it to where it goes up like this, and those little feelers. That's what I want. I want a centipede.
Centipede.
And I think that fish that are cold and not wanting to eat see something like that, they're going to eat.
James now fell in love with it. He sight casted like 4 feet in the red, and it turned around. And
see, that's where it's fun. That is fun. Yeah. That side cast blast if they'll eat.
Are you saying he fell in love with the Q8, or what did he fall in love with, Jessica? Help me out. You haven't seen Q8 anywhere at Q8superbait.com?
Yeah, it's all over.
So
it's in Eric's truck.
There's not much in their truck anymore.
Not much left. Eric gave it all away.
All the giveaways are gone,
Yep.
but I do have stuff for us, even untested. Oh, there you go. Yes, the Q8
Ace and Homosassa.
I've even got the spots on or the stuff. The stuff you can't buy in the store or buy on the website yet. We got stuff that we're testing out there on the series, and that's real neat. But things are looking pretty interesting. I have signed on with Q8 to be the West Coast salesman, I guess, for this area. I'm going to run up and down the West Coast.
You're going to have it. Eric's got to put it in for us. It's his job.
No,
Eric's got a new job, another job. It's Eric, hardy board installer, DJ, guide, inshore, offshore, handyman,
ordained
minister.
Yeah,
I'll bury you out there, and we'll take you for a scenic tour, and we'll film you with the drone and your place of property, and also now local Q8 bait sales.
Yeah, I forgot about that real estate photography. Yep. Yeah, we do that too.
So Eric is a something of all kinds of trades.
But yeah, back to the QA thing. Yeah, I will be on the West Coast here, stopping in on all not just our local stores, but going up the West Coast and down the West Coast, trying to get Q8 into their local stores there. Because once it's there and you get people kind of hitting it out, it's a fantastic product. It's substantial in every way to the gulp. It beats the gulp in any fashion possible.
Did you read what Jessica said? It costs $15,000 to make each and every new bait.
Yeah, for a brand new mold. Yeah. So if you go out and you buy a brand new, or if you have a new mold, cast and all that, it's expensive. So Dale had a job once making license plates. That's right. Dale, I got an idea where you were doing that. You got more than just a ride in the car.
Yeah. That's prison tats, buddy. That's when Denise was shaking her head going, I can't believe my man did this.
Well, we do have another Captain's Corner here, John, and it is from Rick. This one is really hard to hear, but you'll get the gist of it, I think. He's basically doing the ditch pickle thing. Let's take a look.
With Bryson Fletcher on a private lake. First cast. Nice 4-pound bass. We're going to fish till dark. Haven't been on this lake in 6 years. See you Wednesday, Taylor.
All right. Well, there you go. Like I said, I had a hard time hearing it. Maybe you guys heard it better than I did. But, yeah, essentially, film yourself. Give us an idea where you were filming. Basically, take that and send it to We Be Tailing on Facebook, CaptainEricHasty@gmail.com, or you can text it 352-220-3206, and we'll get you up here. And like I said, this is basically an opportunity for you guys to shine. We want to promote you guys. I don't even know if you noticed anymore, but John and I, we really don't post our pictures up, anymore on the show. It's more about promoting you guys. You guys know we go fish, we catch fish. John just flat out tore up some triple tail, not around here, unfortunately.
That's sneaker stuff right there.
Yeah,
I got warned by my buddy to shut my mouth. I'm like, all right, we're cool. I can handle it.
So that's so that's a lot of fun. But yeah, we're all about promoting what you guys do. You've seen what we've done for years, and and it can get monotonous. There they are again with more fish. If you want to see that, go look at posts and things like that. But we're trying to make this a lot more about our tailors, you guys there. And we want to help out our sponsors as well, because that puts us right into Bonnie with State Farm. Where's she at? Boom, right there. Bonnie's been with us for a long time. If you haven't got your quote from Bonnie yet, give her a call at 352-484-0905. Bonnie has got a meme contest she's doing right here, and as usual, she's giving away really cool things. We've got a Go Mexus, that you could put on that
best thing you can
combo.
have.
That would definitely increase the value of your combo. And then you've got the good old, Danco knife and plier set right there. So all you got to do is come up with a meme that her team votes in and says, we really like this one, and they pick the winner. We do not tell them the name. We do not give them any information. They just pick the meme. Yep. And they pick the one off of what they think is the funniest. So, John, let's take a look at some of these memes that we've got going on right here.
That's a horrible one.
Meme one,
That's
fat guy in a little coat.
That's a horrible meme. I don't like that meme.
Meme number 2, the fish are bigger, the fish pull harder, the fish taste better in the Gulf of America. That's right. Meme number 3, I want to go fifth in throwback, but I'm not trying to feast my ass off.
There was a few days when it was downright cold.
It was. Meme number 4.
I don't like that one.
Must get chicken sandwich.
I don't like that one either.
Well, you do put out a lot of meme material.
I give material.
Yeah.
I give the material.
And here's our newest one, meme number 5.
Oh, me too. Not me again.
Mess with the puffer, you're gonna suffer. There you go.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That is funny stuff right there, man.
Socrates is going to try it. No regulations in the Gulf of Mexico.
No regulations. What the heck? Let's give it a shot and see where we get.
That's what I told John already. I said, play stupid games, win stupid prizes.
Hey, I think it's worth a shot to see how far we can get when we look at that game board and go, hey, buddy, where's your book on the regulations of Gulf of America? If you don't have it, I want to hear your crap. So move along, little doggy.
If I didn't know that just a fishing citation, when you get a ticket, when you get not a felony, it's a misdemeanor,
but it doesn't matter.
It goes on your record as a misdemeanor. And I've got too much stuff going on in my life. I can't have that on my record. So I'm not doing anything to get a fishing ticket. It's not like getting a car ticket.
Misdemeanors are not. That's a DUI is a misdemeanor, is it not?
It's oh wow, just kicking the camera. Yeah,
I'm trying to move it. I can't. I'm stuck.
I don't know that it's a felony or misdemeanor, but it's
I think a DUI is a misdemeanor. So that's just like a dang DUI.
So don't go get fishing tickets. They're not just tickets. They do
Number
go on your
5 is
record.
Nightmare worthy.
that is true.
Nightmare worthy.
Bonnie says loves the memes. Keep them coming. You've got to the end of this month. They'll be picking a winner for the first episode of March. So stay with us.
Keep
there.
them coming.
Yep, that's you gotta do it, John. Just do it.
Just make a beautiful meme and win a nice prize.
You guys, we know we love Josh and Melissa McCall over there, Sonny's Barbecue. Go frequent one of their several locations. That is Good Eats. Q8 Super Baits. I mean, we've talked about them enough. Like I said, we've got a lot going on with Q8 Super Baits. We love them, and that's, I mean, it's a big deal. I'm excited to be part of the team and try to get these things in the shops over here. If there's any shops out there listening right now that want that in the store, just
call me. Because Eric is
the digits.
Yeah, you know the digits. Oh my gosh.
Call me.
Them digits are in every bathroom.
Yeah. All right, John.
For a great DJ, call Shasty McNasty.
I'm going grouper fishing this weekend for gags in the Gulf of America.
Right. Nice. I take home the full limit.
Yeah.
5 apiece, I think. That's the old school numbers for the Gulf of America.
Yeah, that's all right.
We're going back in time.
we spotted. There's Jessica with one of them. You know, if she's wearing a Q8 shirt, she caught it on a Q8. But I had to put it up.
Oh, of course, you got to. This is a must.
And this was a double banger,
these
right
two
here.
guys.
Yeah, they
second and third place.
Aaron and Justin went and fished a tournament right there.
Yep,
got in a
second,
picture,
third place.
So had to double bang that one. I like that. And then we got Scotty.
What the heck is that?
It's not a
hard
ditch
pickle.
It's not a hard
Channel,
head.
blue.
It's not a sail.
Yeah, it's a blue
I think it's
a blue channel catfish, buttered something.
I'm thinking it's one of them North Carolina water ones. So it
North
must be
Carolina
clean.
would be blue. A blue catfish, maybe. I don't know. Pretty cool looking fish, though.
She said they taste real good. I said,
yes, they do. Fried freshwater
fillet it,
catfish,
and then fillet the fillet is real thin. Fry it up,
throw it away, and go to the
season it
grocery
up.
store and buy something else.
No, I don't mind freshwater catfish.
Yeah, freshwater catfish is okay. Imagine a big deal. Sliced pork, fries, extra garlic bread, and sweet tea right now. Okay, I'm out of here, Eric.
Mm-hmm.
Taking a couple of these.
I don't want the sweet
I'm taking
tea,
some
Dale.
of these tickets, and I'm out of here.
I want the margaritas you're drinking, Dale, to go with it. That's what I want.
Channel cat, Christy said.
Yeah.
So a channel.
And a channel cat's aggressive. They eat shiners. They eat all kind of good stuff.
Any bait you throw down there, channel cat, and they get huge.
They had it for dinner tonight. She said,
amazing
tonight.
Yeah, them little catfish nuggets.
All right, John. Tonight's topic: where are the fish
in North Carolina? They just told us.
I mean, looking at this picture right here, you see all these videos and everybody, and they got the red circles, John, and they're showing you where the fish are at.
They are.
Yeah.
Who does that?
I
Who does that?
all these people. They
all these people.
I was hoping we could open the forum. Y'all could tell me where the fish were at.
Oh, yeah. You know where any redfish are in Panama City? Call me. Call me. Panama City.
Yeah, we'll be heading to Panama City.
I want to know where the school of redfish are in Panama City if you're not a guide.
So John, fish are in transition yet again. They transitioned when it got cold. They transition it again as it warms up.
Yes,
I heard tales of water areas south of us in the 70s. And,
whoa.
Yeah. So they're not on the inside.
Yeah, see, they're not on the outside. That's messed up. Exactly what Socrates said. They not on the inside. They not on the outside. Where the hell are they? Where do they go in the mud? Do they hide like the shrimp? They stick their head straight down in the mud and they just sit there all day long? What do they do?
So here's the thing, and it all depends on the craft that you're taking to get to them. Fish are still in the back. There are fish in the back that you'll have a blast. If you can get to them, mud boat, airboat, jet boat, whatever the case might be. If you can get to the back, get on them creeks as the water's coming in, or if you've got a tide coming in, if you just want to get stuck somewhere and wait on that water to come back in, fish are still back there in the back. Now, what can you catch right now on the outside on the regular? There's still trout and sheepshead typically right now. Sheepshead, everybody's wanting to go find the sheepshead. And I'm finding some posts where people were catching sheepshead. I will tell you, I've gone out in the deeper water a few times now and have gone to solid spots that I've caught them at the same spot last year, the same time. And it hasn't been fruitful. There's some there, but it's not gangbusters yet. So they're not out deep yet. I have had my best luck sheepshead wise in that 10-foot zone. 10-foot zone, rocks, in that vicinity. Look at your chart. Anything that has, rocks or danger zone, anything to that effect, in that 10-foot water zone, that is where I found sheephead to be more than, you could bring in your limit of sheepshead, in these areas right now. There is out there on the artificial reef. I've heard people are catching some, out there. Like I said, just sheepshead, just not really. I mean, on that foggy day, I ran 27 miles from Yankeetown, to a spot that my client loves because we catch sheephead there all the time. We did not catch a sheepshead. We caught a grunt.
crazy.
a couple of
I
mother-in-laws.
can't believe they're not there.
Yeah, and I mean the bite was minimal. 2 hours on this spot, which is a fantastic spot, and that was all that we caught. And I finally told him, I said, "Look,
well, we gotta go.
I know that you love this spot, but this spot's not working. We got to go." And then we hit up some other spots. You know, we came back south and hit up some other spots, and we caught other things. We caught hogfish. We caught grunts. You know, we finally got to an area that we did catch some sheephead. And it was like that instantaneous, you caught one, you caught another, we caught another. And then that was it. And I was like, it's all right. They're here. They're going to circle around. They're going to come back around. They did.
They did.
They did. So they weren't, you know, so they weren't out deep yet. Late February into early March, I guess is going to be, you know, the time for those deeper spots. Like Sock said there, trout bite is great right now.
Trout bite's always been good in the winter.
Well, I mean,
Usually.
even that, you got to be in the right area.
Oh, you have to find the area.
Yeah. So,
No doubt.
but I mean, right now, if you get out on those skinnier flats, you know, the trout are out there. You get around the oyster bars, the trout are there. You know, that's kind of where the fish are at. Try to find the warmest area that you can find. That's all I can tell you. You know, use your you know your sounder, your GPS. It'll tell you what your water temp is. Look around. Try to find you something in the mid to high 60s into the low 70s. That's the water temp that you're looking for, that these fish are really going to bite at right now. We saw so many sheep's head on the north side of Chaz, but there's hundreds little babies in the Chaz River. Yep. And that's what I also found, you know, was some of these sheep's head are just, you know, 10, 11 inches. They're not even keepers, you know, I mean, I guess maybe they're following the parents out. You know, I don't know what they were doing going out to the spawn, but they're not out there yet. But everybody knows where you can go catch trout out. You know, you go out to the certain points, and there's, you know, you see all the boats, and you'll get in line and you can catch your trout out there. It's well advertised. John and I don't really get excited about catching trout, but when you're on a charter, you know, you make you make that trout seem like that's the best thing in the water. I mean,
oh my gosh, it's a world record. Look at the drag go.
Now, if we're catching 20 pluses, I'm all in. Yeah. If they can pull drag and I'm not reeling them out on top of the water, you know, that's...
And when they smack it over 20 inches, they smack it. They hit it.
But again, transition means traveling. You have to look around. You can't stay in one or two. You can't go to the spots you always go to and expect it to be there. If they're not there, you're going to have to move. You're going to have to spend some gas. Look for your warmer water coming out. So your outgoing tide, you know, that water is going to be warmer coming out than it is. You know, you're going to have cooler water coming in, you know, so look for that outgoing tide. You want to fish that outgoing tide, I think, is what you're going to look, you know, and look around, you know, your shallower rock bars, your oyster bars, things like that. That's what you're going to want to look for. Not getting up here and circling a bunch of red spots and doing 90, 20, 90, 10, you know, no, we're not talking about all that good stuff. It's just, find warmer water and you're going to find the fish more apt to bite. I think the fish are probably still there in the cooler water, but they're just not as excited, you know, to bite. You know, you get in there, if you get as shallow as you can, you know, in some of these areas, find that warmer water and you'll find fish willing to play. How cold was the water where you were triple tailing?
It was not cold.
So, and they were eating.
They were eating.
Yeah.
So, but we were the only ones that caught it.
Yeah.
Out of all the guides that were out there were 7 or 8 guides trying.
I've heard and I've seen it firsthand where being in the offshore boat, you're offshore right now, and we're talking 30 foot, you know, out. This past week of seeing fish, you're seeing fish on your bottom finder. You see them, and we're talking about stacked. They're in the column, i.e., normally going to be mangroves, you know, things like that. And they weren't eating. It finally warmed up a little bit this weekend to where, you know, they started to chew. And, you know, I saw some guys with some good, you know, mangroves, you know, yep. So that's, you know, it's all about the temperature. You know, we're getting that water back up warm enough. I'm sure we're still early February. It's going to get cold again. Oh, yeah. And these fish are going to all run back, you know. So, I mean, this is the transition time of year. As a guide, not only do I have friends, but I've got people that, you know, acquaintances, whatever, are always at, where are the fish at? Where are the fish at? Where are the fish at? And you know, I know they think I'm blowing them off when I tell them it's the time of year you got to drive around. I mean, there's no other rhyme or reason to it. You've got to look for that little bit of warmer water where those fish will be a little bit more comfortable, a little bit more apt to eat. If you can find that warmer water, you're going to find the fish. I mean, that's just what it boils down to. I wish I, had better news. We've never been on the show anyway to just give you here, you go right here and catch fish. We'll tell you how to do it, but we're not going to tell you exactly, where to go to catch the fish. I know that's what a lot of people are looking for, but, you can find them. You can do it. You can do it.
That's called fishing. Chris Gravener, what are you doing on the East Coast? You're going to go see what happens on the East Coast? Like, does that mean what?
Well, apparently there were triple over there.
Oh, Banana River. Yeah. They're in the Banana River. Big trout, big reds.
It can always get frosty
They're on the
until
flats.
Easter.
Oh, the big drum. The big drum are very over there now in the in that area. There's schools of 50, 60 pounders, and they're running the beach right now. There's schools of 70 and 80 pounders running the beach. If you run into them, they're monsters. Yeah. If you want to catch something like that.
Like I said, we're still on the cusp. I mean, the water's getting warmer, but as it increases, I think the fishing's only going to get better. Like I said, the fact that we're getting all this fog is a good sign.
It's a good sign.
It's things are warming up. Yep. It's pain in the ass as fog is.
Pain in the ass, but it means
it is a good sign. Yep, it is
calm.
Oh, Friday we could have run the boat anywhere we wanted to go. We just couldn't see. It just made for a very nerve-wracking day because you're running and you can't see and you're just on pucker factor for the whole day.
The East Coast is amazing. I'm not gonna lie. I catch fish on the East Coast.
Do you not catch fish here?
I do.
I was just curious.
I catch monsters on the East Coast.
You got that hair again?
Yeah, that one chip.
That one chip, whatever it was stuck in your throat 2 weeks ago.
Stuck in there, man. This stuff is just awful.
Yeah. Let's hear it for the East Coast.
It's amazing.
I grew up on the East Coast. It was funny. When I first transferred over here and started fishing over here, everybody was laughing at me because I fished East Coast style, but it takes a little bit to learn, that's, but man, there's some nice fish over there.
There's some huge fish. That's all my big fish have come from the East Coast.
There we go. All right, John, you got a log right there. What are you going to do with it?
This here will light a fire. We're going to give it to you.
I don't know that'll catch on fire.
Woo! Woo! This is calling in the fish, man. Look, here they come.
Yeah. Fish call.
Whoa. That calls in the fish.
What else?
These call in the fish. Yeah. Chris says he never sees any. Look, this. If you win tonight, you'll see some.
You got a little variety
like
pack
that.
There. Yeah.
And if you win, you'll see the hook to hook them into.
Yeah.
So, and then if you win, you'll also get to that place called Sonny's.
There you go.
Barbecue. So, Dale, here it is, Dale. With the sweet tea included.
You could hear it calling your name.
Yep. And then because Andrew was talking about it, well, there it is.
Yep.
You can wear them. Nice little prize package. Do some memes. Make Bonnie happy.
Let's see. Did we? All right. So everybody was just commenting. I don't think we had any questions in there. I want to make sure that we're not ignoring anybody.
Major League Baseball player Ted Williams. Then let's get some autographs for me, please.
We're going with a Major League Baseball player.
Yep.
Where are we going with a baseball player?
East Coast fishing in the Banana River.
Oh, okay. Cool, I guess.
Yep.
Nice. All right, John, you ready for this?
I'm ready.
I got to put on glasses for this tonight.
This is going to be a tough one.
So
you've already got your papers.
Yep. So you know how we do. We're going to read a question. The first 5 right answers we see, we're going to write your name on the old 5 sheets of paper right here. Put your name in the Captain's Cove bucket, and we are going to draw a winner. Where's my pen, John? There we go. My Sonny's barbecue pen right there. This thing does write well. It smells like alcohol. All right, so we're going to ask a question. This may be tough for a lot of you guys.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
It's going to be a toughie.
It is. It's a mouthful. It's going to take me a little bit to get it out. But if you get your name drawn, your packet will be at Captain's Cove this weekend for you to pick up.
I know the answer to that.
Yeah, all right. Well, there you go. And I hope a lot of people do.
I think they will.
Yeah.
But, maybe not.
Yeah.
Maybe not.
We're going to see. All right, John.
Baby roof.
All right. What movie is this quote from? This is a movie quote, okay? I've gone out before and motored back with so much stock, little boys like you had to pack it to the pier. I always find the fish. Always. I need to know what that is from. What movie is that from?
Apocalypse Now.
Shh.
Oh, my bad.
Answer. Jesus,
My
John.
bad. I gave it away. I told you I knew the answer. That's when they bombed the beaches.
They bombed the beaches. What?
Yeah, that's when all the fish popped up when they were bombing the beaches.
All right. You keeping an eye on it for me there?
Yep, you've got Doug, Chris.
Don't read it out for everybody to see the
Well,
answers.
there's already enough. Doug, Chris, Thomas, Jessica, and Capt Dog. They're already got it. Borat. Borat always finds the fish. It's okay. I always find the fish. The African Queen. Oh,
all right. Let's see, John. Who made the bucket here? We got Chris made the bucket. Kev Dog made the bucket. Thomas, Doug, and Jessica. Uh-oh.
Oh, boy.
All right.
Oh,
so
boy.
if you didn't know, that is from The Perfect Storm.
Perfect Storm.
I always find the fish.
I always find the fish. I don't bring them home because I die, but I always find the fish.
All right. You got to shake
He's
it.
dead. Oh, that's right.
You
I
gotta
gotta
shake
bake it.
it.
You
Yeah.
gotta bake it.
You got sticky fingers for Jessica.
You gotta bake it. Let's see if you got sticky fingers.
Hell, are there papers in there?
Mm-mm. Just one, Eric. Just one.
Here we go.
You got just one, Eric?
It feels like just one.
Okay, just one.
I do have just one.
No way.
No. In my worst handwriting ever, that does say Doug.
Doug!
Congratulations,
Doug's
Doug.
going to Sonny's barbecue.
Congratulations, Doug. We appreciate it. Thank you for knowing movie quotes this evening. And like I said, guys, you're just gonna have to put a little extra boat in the gas, or a little extra gas in the boat, and run around. That's what it's gonna take for you to get on this fish. Find some warm water, and you will find some critters. That's how it kind of goes. All right. Do you got anything coming up this weekend, John?
Yes.
Yeah. Anything you
Yes.
can share or no?
No.
Okay, cool. The weather this weekend is not going to be nice. It's going to be windy. It's pretty windy
Sunday?
out there. Sunday and Monday. Yep.
Shoot.
But I have a single client both days. So I'm booked both days. I was told that he's a trooper and really likes to fish. So we're gonna see what we can get into.
I wanted
Yep.
gummit.
Yep. So we will see, John. We will see.
2 people trip lined up on Sunday.
Well, it doesn't mean you can't go. It just means it's going to be
but I
rough.
want it to be good for them, you
Yeah.
know.
Well, I mean, if they like 15-mile-an-hour wind, you know. it'd be all right.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
hopefully the weather will change by then because
Yeah.
we still got time.
Does it entail big old titties, John?
Yeah. Yes.
And with that,
And with that, yes, it does.
we be taking
It's brought to you by
Big Old Titties.
Big old titties and beer.
Nasty McNasty Fish.
Captain Cove Outfitters.
Jim's Jigs.
Boobies. Filletzall Blades.
Aquatic Nutrition.
Q8 Baits.
Karrie's Custom Rods.
Oh, a Bonnie with State Farm.
Native Nautical Mailboxes.
Dead Life.
Power Pole.
And CJ Bass Welding.
Sonny's Barbecue. Where did Jake come
Good
from?
stuff. And Hippo Head Hotel.
There we go.
And Boobies.
We'll see everybody next week.